This week's episode of the Living Outrageously podcast is brought to you by the Samurai Lounge. Join your fellow samurai in this exclusive group by signing up at livingoutrageously.com.
Welcome to the Living Outrageously podcast. This is the show where we teach you how to stop living a boring life and start living outrageously. My name's Dave Thompson, that is Matt the freaking man Kelly, and this is the show for passionate, creative, and intelligent people who want to step up and make their dent in the universe. Matt the freaking Kelly, impossible is an opinion, and today, my friend, the secret formula to go from zero to hero.
Dave Thompson, who doesn't want to be a hero? This is an amazing topic, and let's face it, if you are watching this show, if you've gotten 1 minute into this podcast, then you are already samurai and you are already a hero. And this is going to push you even further on your ridiculous journey to being even more heroes. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped.
Speaking of heroes, Matt Kelly, we have some very special samurai heroes in our own Samurai Lounge. Our Samurai Lounge is the private Facebook group for all dedicated LOP viewers. And dude, it's been so special the last couple of weeks because we've been co-creating season 3, which is coming very soon, with the assistance of our viewers in the lounge. And man, it's been like you want to know what to do in season 3, you ask the viewers and they tell you. And then, dude, I'm just so grateful. It's awesome.
Man, and the best thing is, we know co-creation is where it's at because we want to give you the best possible product. You already know what you want to get from it. Like, it's not that difficult. We're like, now, I was so excited. I've been on holidays, I come back, and there's like all this conversation going on where all these awesome samurai are like, yes, Dave, we like this, we like this, we like this, change this. And we're like, that requires changing. Okay. That we can do. And it's so good. It is so good. And I'm so pumped. People, if you want to get involved in the Samurai Lounge at no cost, all you have to do is go to livingoutrageously.com. There's the little sign up box right there on the right hand side. Enter in your details. We'll email you the link immediately. Zero to hero, Dave. That's fast, right? Immediately you get the link. You sign up. Dave and I will get in there. We will welcome you to the group, and you are going to just scroll down for hours and just see like awesomeness samurai stuff. Can I give a very special shout out to someone, Dave?
Do it, man. Very quick.
Casey Robinson. Casey, brand new viewer, new to the show. It looks like she's going back over some of the past episodes. Dave, Casey wrote a blog entry on her website about us. It was so cool, talking about her ideal life, the exercise she went through. I've got to give it a shout out. It's innerwingsyoga.com. That's her blog, Inner Wings Yoga. But guess what? All the samurai already know that because they're in the Samurai Lounge. And it's awesome.
That's right, Matt Kelly. And today, we're taking the advice of the samurai. This episode is going to be very short and very sharp. About 15 to 20 minutes. We're just going to hustle our way through it and give you bang for your buck. Viewers did not suggest that we dress the same, though, Matt Kelly.
No, that was our thing. That was our thing. Yeah,
we didn't even plan it. It just happened. But
if you don't want us to coordinate wardrobes, you better get in the Samurai Lounge and help us co-create. Otherwise, we might just continue doing that.
And if you would like to see Matt Kelly wear a novelty turkey on his head in the next episode, maybe you should suggest that too.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Whatever it takes to satisfy the samurai, Matt the freaking Kelly. Right. All right. Should we get down to business, dude? Is it time?
Dave Thompson, it is time. Yes.
All right. Awesome. The secret formula to go from zero to hero, and there's a lot of stories coming. Well, there's one major story coming viewers' way in this episode. But before we begin, I think it's important that we discuss why would you even listen to this podcast? Like, you've got a million things to do in your life, and why? Well, besides the fact that Matt Kelly is freaking ridiculously good looking,
I appreciate that.
You want to listen to this for a number of reasons. Why is it important to go to zero to hero? Well, here's one for you, Matt Kelly. What about the moment when you're working your job and the boss comes over and says, boom, downsized, or boom, see you later, we don't have a job for you. You know, one of our personal friends, it happened to them just the other week, didn't it? Now, what happens in that situation? Are you going to be like everyone else who goes home to their wife and kids and says, I just got sacked. Yeah, like really depressed and down because they don't know what to do? Or are you going to be the person that goes home to their kid and says, you know what, little Johnny and little Sally, or what are they calling kids these days?
You've got really modern names there, Dave. Yeah, yeah.
Apple and Apple and
Turkey.
Turkey. Man, the day someone calls their boy Turkey,
I bet it's happened.
It's coming, I bet.
Yeah.
I just need a moment to laugh.
No, that's awesome. Dude, I've got to say, here's one for you. So, I've just been enlightened into the world of internet entrepreneurship, right? Just say that's a scenario. I've just learned about it. Man, I've got to hustle. I've got dreams to fulfill. My baseline is 0. I'm currently not doing anything, okay? Just as an example, I'm not doing anything. I've heard about it, it exists, and I've got goals that I want to achieve, but I'm doing nothing right now, so I'm currently sitting at 0. I've got to get to that hero point, like, tomorrow. Today. I've got to get there now, because I want to be doing that awesome stuff. Therefore, I've got to get on this trajectory to awesomeness as quickly as possible.
That's right. And it does start with the first step. You've got to see what's possible. It's a common trait among all samurai is that they are ambitious. They want the best. They want to take these steps. You know, George Mallory, Matt Kelly, he's 1927 or something. He was the first guy to attempt Mount Everest. And they asked him, they said, George, why do you even try this? Like, this is big. Why do you even try? And he just goes, because it's there. Because it's there. Why do you want to be a hero? Well,
man, that's your ideal, like, why do you want to do anything? If you know that that's the life that you want, if you know that's where you want to be, then that's the answer. You've already got it. You know what's at the top of the ladder. So you know the ladder's worth climbing because you can see the life that you want. And that's awesome. For George, it was like, that mountain is there. It requires climbing. I will climb it. Now, back then, he probably did call his kids Johnny and Sally. That is the era that Dave Thompson is referring to. But he was like, it's there, I want to do it. And that's the point we're all at, Dave. We're all like, I know what I want, I know where I want to go. Okay, so suddenly, that's the end goal. That's the outcome that I'm pushing at. It's amazing.
That's right, Matt Kelly. And to bring it back home to specific to the LOP, we, like you and me, personally know that web TV is going to be just enormous in the next 5 to 10 years. Do we want to be involved in that space? Yes. Is that why we continue on this path? Absolutely. Absolutely. We know something big's about to happen, and we want to be part of it.
Man, like, we want to be part of creating it. Talk about co-creation. That's what we're doing right now. Like, contributing to the niche that we want to see blow up in the future. It's exactly what we're doing, and it's exactly what all the samurai need to be doing.
Exactly. And I've got to say just one final point before we move on here, Matt Kelly, is the other day I did a bit of a study of some of the main speakers, some really influential speakers. I went and listened to a couple of important speeches done by Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Jamie Oliver, the UK cook. Who else did I listen to? Those guys. And anyway, the one, I distilled the key points, okay? One of the major points is the absolute urgency about which they speak about the future. For them, for Jack, in his TED Talk, and we might link that up on the show, but on the Samurai Lounge and on the Facebook, he speaks about the future with such urgency. He's like, if we do not change this in schools now, like he talks about food and healthy food and how food is killing our kids, especially in the States and even in Canada and Australia. If we don't change that now, people are going to die. He's like, do it or death.
This is like that is your future, and your future is currently like shoving their faces full of processed food that we know is not good and that we know is going to kill us.
And you know what else, Matt Kelly? It's just nice to win, isn't it?
Who doesn't enjoy winning? Winning.
Just
say that to yourself. That's the exercise for today. Just winning. I'm done.
Just say to yourself, winning a few times and see how good you feel. And you're already on the journey. Matt, can we just have one moment of appreciation for winning?
Yeah.
Let's just have like... winning. Namaste. How good is that, Matt Kelly? Winning.
It's a powerful thing. It's like, talk about getting your mindset in the right place. That's like we just meditated just then over the word winning, because who doesn't want to win?
How good is that, man? LOP, we've dubstepped, and now we have meditated.
We've live streamed the meditation process. Amazing.
How good is that? All right. So
there's more we can do there, I think. I think we can improve our meditation skill and capability in terms of what we've just done. However, step in the right direction. Talk about knowing your outcome. Dave, now we're moving towards it.
That's right, Matt Kelly. That's right. What are we talking about today? Well, it's a very simple formula for success to achieve what you want as quickly as possible, Matt Kelly.
Yeah.
We don't, man. I want to drop an F-bomb. Like, fuck the 40 years climbing the ladder. Fuck that. When the internet and all these tools are available to us, you can do things so much quicker, but it does require action. It does require this, man. I had a very close mentor say to me during this week, there's over 100 things that contribute to success, but only 3 of them really give you a buck. Know your outcome, add value, and stick to completion. That's basically it. And dude, I want to get down to a story about someone that has gone from like 10 gazillion miles below zero to hero, and we'll not only see how this formula plays out, but we'll also pick up a few little distinctions, well, not little, but quite large distinctions and insights for you and your journey from zero to hero.
And the best thing about this is, in this story, if you're listening to this right now, then I would argue that if you look at the scale of 0 to hero for the person we're about to talk about, Dave, and you look at where you are on that path, you're already on your way. If you can sit in a building and watch what we're telling you right now, you're already like on the way there, which is amazing. And that's what's exciting about this, is that we're all on the journey and we've all got the outcomes. Let's just push towards it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Awesome. So we're going to tell a story. Should we say the name of the guy, or should we just leave that and let people work it out?
There's going to be a big hint at the end, potentially. But yeah, let's just go. We'll just go for it. And I think we'll, in fact, challenge, write in the comments what time within the episode you worked out who it was.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so let's start this story, Matt Kelly. And if you feel the need to interject with an insight or an element of appreciation or a turkey joke,
sure,
please do so, okay? And likewise, if you would like to take control of the story, just begin meditating, and I will take that as a sign that you would like to...
Well, you'll just know. You'll just know, because I will meditate it to you. Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right, excellent. So... this particular gentleman was born with the lower left side of his face paralyzed, okay? All right, so automatically imagine what that does for your appearance in social situations and acceptance and those sort of things. So he didn't come from a very good home. He was in a foster home and went to a number of foster homes, okay? He was an outcast at many schools that he went to and was never really accepted by his foster parents either. Okay, so he had a very rough start. At school, he was suspended all the time for getting in trouble. He just didn't fit in. Wasn't accepted. Do you want to add anything to the little spiel, Mackley?
Yeah, he did.
Do you know who it is?
I do know who it is, but I knew who it was before he started. I will say, so he was getting in trouble all through school. He had a whole lot of challenges with his schoolwork. He wasn't a particularly bright guy at school. He struggled with like very basic math skill, and he found that was getting him in trouble because he was being disruptive and getting in like physical fights as well as arguments and everything. That was getting him suspended very regularly through high school.
And then when he finally left school, out of sheer desperation, he knew his outcome was he wanted to be an actor. He wanted to be a famous actor. And out of sheer desperation, he took a part in a soft-core porno.
Yes. And Dave, did you know that he only earned $200 for that? But he needed the money.
For 2 days' work. So here's a little insight for you, Matt Kelly, and podcast viewer. If you are not desperate enough to go and star in a softcore porno, then if you haven't reached the softcore porno stage yet,
You're way above zero right now.
You're way
flying high. You are flying high. If you are not at the point where you need to do it. Actually, Dave, let's keep going because this gets even more intense.
Okay, great. So he was still broke after that. Okay, he was still broke. He went from job to job, and he could have taken some jobs, but he really wanted to be an actor. One day it got so bad that he went down to the local liquor store and he waited outside with his dog, and he asked people that went inside to buy liquor if they wanted to buy his dog. He was selling his dog.
This was his best friend.
He was selling his dog, Matt Kelly. That's like you selling your turkey.
Sure. I've just a huge range of pet turkeys running around me right now. It's like me selling all of them.
Sprechen Sie gobble.
I'll tell you. This particular person, Dave, sold the only companion he had, his best friend, for $50 just so that he could get by. Like that. Talk about like gratitude and appreciation for our lives. We've never gotten to that point. Like that's amazing. It's incredible.
I have not had to appear in a softcore porno. I have not had to sell my dog. How about you, podcast viewer? All right, so he still wasn't very settled. He still wasn't settled on a job because he knew he wanted to be an actor. He had this outcome. He was like, yes, I absolutely must do this. Absolutely must do this. In 1975, he went to a boxing match, Matt Kelly. First time he'd been to a boxing match. 3 days later, he had a manuscript written.
Are you going to give it away? You're very close to giving it away, Dave.
The name of the movie is a very popular name.
You may have seen it and a number of movies following it under the same name.
Do you think we can keep going, or should we?
No, let's keep going. I like this.
Let's keep going. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Let's see how we do. So he took his manuscript and he wrote it in 3 days. It was complete. He took it to producer after producer after studio after studio after producer. Every single time, rejection. No. And
I will say, in that process, and this might give it away, Dave, he had his own condition, okay, as part of going to this producer, and his condition was, like, I want you to fund this, I want you to produce it, to direct it, to everything, but I must be the star. There's a particular character that I must play. If people don't know it now, they're crazy. But he said that, and that's what was getting him rejected, because a whole lot of producers said to him, you're a writer, not an actor. Now, he'd already done softcore porno, so he had a lot of very valuable experience, potentially, right? No disrespect to anyone out there doing that. Sure, if that's what you enjoy and that's what you do and that's your ideal life, keep doing it. That's cool. Point is, they were all saying to him, no, you do not have the acting experience. This is going to be a big movie. Like, if we're going to invest in this, it's going to be a blockbuster. We're going to get a big name. So he was getting just constant rejection. And that's his art, Dave. Think about that. That's his art that he's put time and effort into. He's built this to the point where he's so confident he's willing to walk into these people and they're just palming him in the face every time.
But he did not give up, Matt Kelly. He did not give up, and finally he found someone that would take him on. They made the movie. He became a superstar, and then, and this will definitely give it away if you haven't got it already, he went back to the liquor store and bought his dog back.
Yes.
And then he bought a turkey as well.
Maybe.
That
might not give the story away, because I don't know if that actually happened.
Well, he didn't buy the turkey, but he bought his dog back.
I bet he's eaten turkey before.
He probably has. Maybe he went and meditated.
Do we know who it is, people? Do we want to give it away, or just want to leave it at that?
No, we'll say who it is. We'll say who it is, because if you haven't got it yet, then obviously you've never heard of this guy, or you've never heard his story. The man is none other than Sylvester Stallone, and the movie is Rocky.
Yeah.
And of course we know how big that was. But just think about how many times, like, if you think you've got it bad, did you go in a softcore porn? If you think you've got it bad, did you have to sell your dog? You know, did you get rejected 1,000 times? Know your outcome and you'll get it. That's what it comes down to.
And Dave, and I'll tell you, we heard stories like this all the time. Like, look at like Colonel Sanders and the chicken recipe, and the number of times he had to go and door knock and get rejected. How hard is it when? And we've all had that experience of being rejected in some way, shape, or form. If you've got something that you've built that you like, it's everything to you, and you get rejected, it's the hardest thing in the world to get back up from. And these people have demonstrated it over and over and over again, and that's what's the success for them. It's the ultimate commitment, like keep moving towards that goal, and that's what's so powerful about this process. Is he never gave up, no matter what. He knew what he wanted, and he never compromised. Never compromised. He knew what his goal was, and he wasn't going to stop till he got there.
Stick to completion, Matt Kelly. And then you can go and buy your dog and have turkey.
Yes.
Or not.
Or not.
Whatever suits you. All right, dude. That's pretty cool for the story. So I want to ask viewers, like, what have you learned from that? What are the takeaways for you? Because that's really what it's all about. It's about what did you get out of that? Like, sure, Matt and Dave made jokes about meditation and turkeys. But they're always going to do that. What did you take out of it? That's what I want to know. And the what if is really, well, what is the what if, Matt Kelly? I don't even know. It just comes down to taking action, doesn't it?
So for me, Dave, there's so many key takeaways here from the whole process, and his story is the ultimate case study for living outrageously and taking action to reach your ideal life. And I guarantee you, that is one guy who's living his ideal life right now. There's so much written about him. It's stuff all everywhere, and it's a powerful movement behind it. But for me, Dave, and in terms of living outrageously, in terms of knowing what I want and getting it, the 0 to hero moment for me is know what hero is. Because if you don't know what that top movement is, if you don't know what you're aiming towards, you'll never get there. If his goal wasn't to sell that script, but also play the main character, he might have sold it in the first person, and he might have made a little bit of money, and that might have been great. But he wouldn't have acted in it, and he wouldn't have become the star that he became. So if you don't know what that ideal end point is, this is the point I absolutely must get to, okay, then you'll go like this, and you'll go up and down and up and down, and you may never actually get to that point because it's not defined. And that's what the ideal life exercise is, Dave. That's what knowing what you want is. And in about 50 episodes, we've talked about this. Like, know what you want and you'll get there. The next step for him was keep going, stick to it. As you just said, stick. He kept going, he fought for it, and he got there in the end. And as we always say, it's your responsibility to add value in the process. And if you're adding value, if you're making the most of all this, then for the people who are going to enjoy your art, then you're living outrageously, and it's simple. So many takeaways.
Very well put, Matt Kelly. Very well put. And you know what? The one final point from me before we wrap up this business for today is that he had quite a dramatic Everest that he wanted to climb. It was quite a big goal. Now, if your goal is a little bit smaller, you'll get there quicker. Okay? Things don't take a long time. When you actually commit, when you decide that, yes, this is what I'm going to have, this is the outcome, it's clearly defined, it happens very quickly. Yeah. So quickly. And we know this from personal experience. We sat down, we go, right, we want a #1 podcast. 3 weeks later, it happened.
Yeah.
You know, I said to myself, I want to run 100 Ks. I decided 5 months later it happened. I wanted to play in the Australian beach handball team. I decided, trained for 18 months, boom, it happened.
Amazon bestseller.
Write
the book, 3 weeks later, top 10 bestseller list.
Right. This is how it happens. You decide and you stick to completion. All right, Matt Kelly, cyber high five. Boom.
Awesome.
I like it. And I think we've even kept to time, Matt Kelly.
Very close. I think we might be slightly over, but I don't think anyone's going to kill us for that because it was such a powerful story.
Dude, we are on fire today. I've got to compliment you. That was an outstanding little session. So kudos to you. Kudos to you, your turkey, and meditation, Matt Kelly.
I appreciate all of those things. Dave Thompson has clearly been reading up about turkeys today. That is Dave Thompson's new niche. We are starting an internet marketing business about we sell wholesale turkeys. That's what we do.
Direct to your door.
Yep.
To complement the Alaskan king crab.
Yes, which you
Import
also have if you're a samurai.
That's right.
And not allergic to seafood.
That's right. Matt Kelly, did you know I had 5 coconuts yesterday?
5.
Yep.
Did you happen to be near a coconut tree, or you just took advantage of the fact that there were 5 coconuts in one location?
Pretty much. And
Wow.
I had the best day.
I bet you did. I bet it revolved around coconuts.
It was really cool, dude. It was really cool. All right, man. We could probably ramble and discuss shenanigans for. Hey, Favre, what's that show? What's that place they all go? Shenanigans. Anyway, talk about movie lines and whatnot, but that's not what we came for. Matt Kelly, we don't actually have anything to promote today except for the Samurai Lounge. Go in there and get involved with the co-creation. And get involved with some really cool people. Make friends all over the world. People doing outrageous things. Livingoutrageously.com and jump on the Samurai Lounge.
Enter your details and sign up, and you'll get everything you need. And
Right-hand side.
Right-hand side of the whatever the right-hand side is based on where you are in the world right now. I think right-hand side is the same no matter where you are. So I don't know why I said that, but we'll go with it. And Dave, I know we're not promoting anything else, but I'm also going to promote the Living Outrageously online store because you must have your samurai uniform. You can get to that via the link on the website. Yes. And since we're not promoting things, why don't I also promote audible.com? If you want a free audiobook of your choosing, go to audibletrial.com/LOP and get a free audiobook of your choice on us. Sign up, get the subscription plan. If you don't like it, cancel at any time. Free.
Matt Kelly, I love it. And no, we're not going to promote anything.
We're not promoting
else.
anything. We're not promoting anything.
No. Okay. All right.
Except for those 3 things. Yeah.
Dude, can we please podcast for the rest of the next 47 million years without stopping? Because I'm having a lot of fun.
You know what? Let's organize. Okay. There's something in this. I'm saying maybe not 47 million years, but what about 24-hour-a-day live streaming for a period of 2 weeks?
Wow. It's kind of like Brother, isn't it?
There's something there. There's something there. Hang on. I'm thinking South by Southwest on tour, helmet cam. Yeah. Because we meet some pretty cool people, and I think that'd be interesting for LOP View. Okay, let's put a pin in this one, Dave.
Yes.
Because that is something else for the Samurai Lounge to discuss and tell us whether we are crazy or whether that sounds awesome. It's probably both. So.
All right. Giggity. Matt Kelly, that's a wrap. There's nothing more left to say, but if you want a boring life, go sit in a cubicle. My name's Dave Thompson. That is Matt the freaking man Kelly, and we will catch you on the other side.
Peace out, everyone.